are you? It's finally beginning to cool down. It's been a hot day, almost 90. So I'm looking for a light. Let's have a little candle. And let's try to figure out a few things. As usual, we always are looking for answers to things we see, things we hear about. Ah, a little light. It is a little light. You can't even see it. Can you see that? There you go. Very little light. No, this is a very teeny light. Anyway, how are you today? How are you doing? I hope everyone is enjoying the pre-summer days. And things are heating up as usual. And one thing you can see, like in the summer, you have a tendency to drink more and eat less. We all do, which is very strange. The other day I noticed, I'm sure you did too, that Taylor Swift is gaining weight. Why is Taylor Swift gaining weight? She looks like she put on like about 25 pounds, maybe not, at least 15 pounds. Taylor Swift has always been very, very slim. And for the most part, she still is slim, but she's rather thick around the torso. And is it because she has a beefy boyfriend? I mean, it's not like Joe, who's Joe Alwyn. I mean, she was very particular with her figure then. But however, she's with Travis still with Travis. Now, why is she fat though? Now she has all the money and she has her own private gym. She has her trainer. She has this. She has that. Now is she just like laying low and just like relaxing or she's not letting herself go. But why is she gaining weight? Is she pregnant? Do you think Taylor Swift is pregnant? You don't gain, well, I don't know. I'm not a specialist on pregnancy. But why is she gaining weight? Why is she getting fat? Getting fat. It's like a woman with a little more meat on their bones. Hello, how are you? Hello, E. See, Kylie, how are you? I say hi to you too. Why do you think Taylor Swift is getting fat? She is getting fat. We have to admit she's getting fat. Now, I've always looked at she's 5'11", she can carry the weight. That's true. But I never imagined that she would get heavy. Could she be pregnant? I don't know if she's pregnant. You just don't. As I said, I'm not a specialist on pregnancy, and probably neither are you, right? But why is Taylor Swift looking plump? I mean, like she could have skipped right now. If she would like eat one meal a day for the next 30 days, she could probably at exercise, run around, do laps and things like that. But she's just, something's wrong. Do you think something's wrong? I mean, I just can't imagine our Taylor Swift looking like that. Yes, you can. If you can like my video. What do you think? How do you think that she got so fat? Why is she going to continue? No, she's not going to continue to eat. She's not going to get like obese or anything. No, I can't imagine that. But why is she putting on weight? Do you think Travis is giving her a hard time that she's like, oh my god, as soon as he goes out, she like goes for the ice cream and donuts? You know, some guys do that to women. They get them. You get so frustrated. Well, at least frustrated that at least you can have something sweet to eat. We've all been in those kind of situations, right? Yes. And she is trying to make more of the attention even the way she's dressing. Everybody says that she wear a short dress no matter what. You can wear whatever you want. shut up. But the point is she's trying to like give the attention, I guess her stylist is saying on the legs rather than her weight gain. But we still notice that she's gaining weight, no matter wearing black when you're heavy. We know this little black dress. We all know those little secrets. But somehow she's such a visible woman that we notice every single thing about her, right? Right? We do. Travis broke up. He got Travis to me. Okay, I'm not a big Travis fan. I'm sorry, but I think she could have did better, and I'm more of a Joe and Taylor fan. Okay, I admit it. And it seemed like Travis was like sucking her cuteness and just, using her as a footstool. It seemed to be that way, even though I realized both of them had most likely had contracts for facial recognition to get into all the NFL games. I understand all that business side, but I'm talking about personal things. Why is she eating? Travis is a pill. I mean, he's a kid, a man kid. He's not like a gentleman per se. Even the way he dresses, I mean, it's loud. It's like, look at me. And if there's a camera rolling, his eyes go, chee. He says cheese, right? He says cheese. So let's see now. Why is this universe? Let's go over to Taylor. Let's get on this space shuttle and let's go over to Taylor Swift's planet. And let's see if there's something going on in that household that's making her eat so much. And she's not like eating like broccoli and salad. No, she's packing on the sweets. And as I said, we've all been in situations like that somebody's driving you crazy or some situation is driving you crazy, so you hit the donuts, the cookies, and the cakes. And our Taylor is no different. She's definitely been hitting the sweets. All right. Are you ready? Get on that plane, gear up, put the psychic seatbelts on, that helmet on, and let's just take off to Taylor Swift's world, her planet. Ready? Okay. Now I'm going to move this over here so we won't. That little flame is a tiny flame, but it still could be hot. Now let's say, why is Taylor Swift getting fat? Why is she getting fat? Why is she eating? Is she eating for 12, for 2? Is she eating because Travis makes her eat? What is he doing? As I said, her magic, her fairy dust got on him, and he's like, hey, and she's like getting fat. She's getting fat. Okay, now let's see. Let's take one more card here and let's see. Why is Taylor Swift getting fat? All right. Which one of these two? All right, this one. All right, so we took some cards. And maybe we can get an insight to why she's gained weight, right? Especially since Travis has lost weight. He was getting kind of like, what do they call it, dad's body, otherwise known as pudgy. But she was looking great. Maybe because she's not on stage, but I can't believe that. No, she's too much of a pro just to because she's not on stage to put on the pounds. Now the first card we get here is the Chariot. Now the Chariot, of course, indicates movement. Now, can she be going slim to fat? Miss Fatty? No, it's not that kind of movement. It's the movement that like she wants to go another phase in her life. She has anxiety, which is why she's eating. Moving. Her life is slowed down. Of course, she's not going from one country to another on one stage and doing all sorts of things. True, right? She's not doing that. But her life is still moving. We're all moving. Time is relative, and we're always in the now. Forget about yesterday and tomorrow. We're in the now. And right now, she needs to move to another place in her life. That's why she's eating. Now, is there a biological reason for her eating, like, a third member to their party? Or is it because something is happening that's making her want to get some space, get some space from Travis. Could be. Could be. Ah, here we have the Emperor. The devil. No, the devil. The devil. The devil. Now, this shows that something happening in her private life is that's making her eat. Now we're back again, here and there and everywhere, and sometimes nowhere. Because I'll have to like change the connection. However, let's bring the devil. Now the devil is something that's tempting. The devil is uncanny. The devil is something that exactly it's making you 360 plus. 360 plus. Something is bugging her. And we can assume it is Travis. All that cuddly things in show business, and we are here, and they look cute together. Something isn't cute. Being fat is not cute when you are a movie star or you are a pop star. Fat is not the answer, well, it's not. It's just not. Now, the next card we pull out is the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles. The money card, the birth, the Ace of Pentacles. Does that symbolize that something is another party to the situation? Another party to the situation. Because the two of them, there's a third party. Now, is a third party a pregnancy, a baby? Or is it another person? A new direction? Do you think Taylor is conflicted? Do you think that, is this the one? Am I doing it right? Is she having a baby? We'll have to investigate that one. Taylor. Now, the next one we get here, we can look at this Ace of Pentacles. That's a question mark. What kind of Ace of Pentacles is this? And then we have the Four of Swords. Could she be the Four of Swords? A timing card. Well, when you have a mansion, you have many, many rooms, 28, 46, 64. You have a lot of rooms. So maybe she's saying to him, stay out of my wing and I'll stay out of your wing for a period of time. Or maybe she is giving milling thoughts. Sometimes when you have sweets, it gets you through the next day, it gets you through the week, but then again, you have to go back and you think. It's a placeholder. Eating sweets, putting on a few pounds is a placeholder. That's all it is. Unless we have a biological reason for this. Now, the next one, ominous. We have the Nine of Wands. Between the devil, we have the devil, and we have we have the devil, right? We have the devil. The devil. And we also have this Ace of Pentacles, right? Which is a third party, a third person. I would take this as a development that could be a child, but it also could be a person. And then the fact of like we have this timing card, Four of Swords, but we have this Nine of Wands. So this decision of gaining weight, we have movement, the Chariot. They're in a place in their relationship or what they're doing that needs to be resolved. And something about what Travis is doing is hitting our girl in a way that she feels trapped or boxed in. She is feeling, not isolated is the wrong word. She's just feeling, she can't breathe. She's finding a hard time to breathe around what she's created. And it's not exactly happiness. It's not happiness. It's not happiness. It's not happiness. She is not particularly pleased. She wants to move. Well, I would see Taylor has gained weight because she has some decisions to make. And it's about moving on with her life and how she's going to do it. And right now, I feel that she feels that Travis and the whole thing that she's been doing is toxic, is a toxic thing. Is full of like a lot of like, I have to give up a lot of things, a lot more things than she is willing to give up. Therefore, the devil. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. Now, these Ace of Pentacles indicates something has major has changed. A third entity, a third person, a third condition, something like that, which gives either of the two more leverage, either of the two more space, more accolades, more clout. Clout is the right word. And with the timing card, the Four of Swords, a decision must be made soon because there's a lot of anxiety. And she knows she can't afford to keep eating sweets. She can't keep on putting on the pounds, stuff like that. She knows all that. And it's all a matter of how it's being handled. So I would say she is in a decision-making period of her life. That's why she's put on a few pounds. And she honestly is weighing the pro and the cons, the yes and the no's. And right now, being in that indecisive state is causing lots of anxiety. Even though smile, 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 it's not really smile, smile, smile. All right, so we can see that there's a reason why, as you can see, Taylor has to make a decision. She can't keep eating goodies forever. She has to come clean with what she wants out of her life. And that decision is coming soon. Soon. Because every day that she puts off her decision, she has anxiety. And this anxiety is not good for her or her creative self. That's exactly it. So I would say that we have learned that there's something going on. There's a decision making in there. And it has a lot to do with Travis, of course, and what she wants out of life and what he is offering her. It's almost as though he's been sucking her tit too long. You know, like, and how can she? She's a free spirit. She is a free spirit. And right now, she's not feeling very free. Very free. So, let's center our support, make those decisions, and break free of the circle of indecision and the circle of what if I do this and what if I do that. Make a decision, Taylor, and exercise. That's all I say. And that's all the Spirit says. Make your decision. Move on to the next phase of your life. Get it going. All right, so if you have any comments about why Taylor is putting on a few pounds, hesitate. To my subscribers, thank you for joining. To people who have just come in, and you're welcome. And you too, please comment. And if you gave me a like to show your appreciation, I would be most pleased. Mystic Moons would be pleased because Taylor Swift has always been in front of our faces and we followed her career. And now this time she's going through something and she